Herc, what's your level of concern over this dry spell for Christian Pulisic?
I'm not too concerned because Christian Pulisic is a very good player, but he's by no means a 9. You're going to judge him by the goals. I want to judge him by how effective he can be, how dangerous he can be, how he can provide those goals and those being assists. Now, it's 6 games, no goals and assists. Okay, now you're a little worried because of how good he's been. You mentioned he was the reigning Serie A player of the month. He's still top 3 in goals, top 3 in assists in both categories for Milan. Only Oliver Giroud has more goals than him. And it's a situation where if he was on a drought and not playing, I would worry. But he continues to play, he continues to start, he continues to get over 80 minutes a game as a player that Pioli is definitely counting on. And Milan, by the way, have been very good. People forget that this has been their best season thus far in the last 20 years. You've got to go back to 2003, 2004, the last time they had this many points in 24 games, 52 points right now. They're only bested by the 1995-96 season and 2003-2004 season. That's it. So right now there is a drought, but he's still a very good player doing very good things on a very good team.
If this was a something, nothing, or everything, I wouldn't be comfortable saying nothing. I can't totally downplay it, Herc. I feel what you're saying. It's not panic stations, but given the fact that the one criticism that we've heard of Christian Pulisic at the club level is he's inconsistent, this worries me a little bit because it's the first flash of inconsistency here with AC Milan, right? If we go back to the time at Chelsea, there was at least the asterisk with his inconsistency that he wasn't healthy, he wasn't always fit. Here he's fit, and yet we've seen the productivity totally drop off. That's in the very, very short term, though, Herc. If I look at it big picture, I got very few worries about Christian Pulisic, either with the national team or at AC Milan, as long as they keep Stefano Pioli, because, you know, AC Milan fans, even though you throw those numbers out there, they're not always happy. And
right.
Long term, Herc, I really like AC Milan for Christian Pulisic, because I know you've seen the news that went viral, obviously, a couple weeks ago from our own Julian Laurent reporting about Kylian Mbappe getting ready to move from PSG to Real Madrid. The dominoes out of that, people are now saying Rafael Leao is going to go from AC Milan to PSG, which would open up that left wing spot for Christian Pulisic. I say I love him in the middle, but I know the consensus is people want to see him out in that left wing spot. It may open up for him at AC Milan sooner than we think.
I think a lot sooner. Listen, Rafael Leao is getting this move in one of the seasons where he's not done the best. And you talked about consistency. Well, that, I guess, staying on Christian Pulisic's consistency was the reason he wouldn't get on the field. He's on the field, and he's keeping himself on the field with good performances for the team. I mean, they've done very, very well in those 6 games he's not scored. So much so that a few of the bright spots there are Oliver Giroud and Luka Jovic coming off the bench and scoring goals, and Loftus-Cheek throughout the midfield. They found a little bit of balance right now. The goals will come, the assists will come to Christian Pulisic because he's that type of player, but I'm not too worried right now at the moment. I'm just happy he's fit. I'm happy he's healthy. I'm happy he's staying on the field.
Yeah, and I think you got to back Christian Pulisic, given everything we've seen, not just at AC Milan, but with the national team, to pull himself out of this funk if there is one. He's got Europa League coming up. We know he's got a little bit of a big game bit to him, right? And you know if he could do it in the semifinals of the Champions League against Real Madrid, he could probably get it done in the knockout rounds of the Europa League. So I think these games are going to come pretty fast and heavy for AC Milan. This is where we might see Pulisic kind of come back to life. What do you think?
Yeah, and more because it's Stefano Pioli. Pioli trusts him. If anything, Pioli owes him one. He happened to save AC Milan and got him to Europa League. They're on the verge of no European competition. So he trusts him. That's what he always wanted as a coach who believed him. He has that right now. And I think it's just a matter of time. It takes one, and then the floodgates open.